Hello, listeners. Welcome once again. Welcome to Divine Invocations Tarot. And this is the second deck that I'm using, which is Gods and Goddesses. If you want to check out the Bhagavad Gita reading, you might want to check on the other link. Let's go ahead and see the messages for today. Calling in all the divine energies, the gods and goddesses. Please keep in mind this is a general reading that may or may not resonate with you. And if you'd like my work, you might want to like, share, and subscribe. It'll help my channel grow. Let's go ahead and pick up the reading for today. I just need one card at a time, please. Calling in all the divine spirits to help us unlock the messages. Sorry about that. That's Varuna, Lord of the Seas. In fact, I was able to visualize this card today morning. That's very interesting. All right, let's see what else do we have. Calling in all the divine energies, help us with the messages for today, one card at a time. Okay, thank you very much. This is Nursing Deva, a half man and half lion avatar, one of the most fearsome avatars of Lord Vishnu. Beautiful card. Let's keep moving. One more card, please. One more card, please. One more card, please. Calling in all the divine spirits, help us read, interpret, and understand the messages for today. It's too many cards. Just one card, please. Just one card, please. Excuse me. One card, please. Okay. Nope. Sorry about that. Just one card, please. Okay, yes. The third card is Narad Muni, the sage of the gods. Okay, first card is Varuna, the Lord of the Seas. Let's invoke his presence with this mantra. Varunaya namastestu Jalavasa Haripriya Yadonatha Rasen Sana Kaluyanam Dehi Me Sada. I bow down to Varuna, who lives in the oceans, is the lord of the aquatic creatures, the deity of all liquids. May he ever bring us auspiciousness. Blessings we receive is navigation of the seas, success in fishing, forgiveness of transgressions, increase in love between man and woman. Very interesting card. Start of the reading. Water is significant of, in fact, it means fluidity, and fluidity is one of the primal nature of spirit. Spirit is something which is existing within the body, mind, conscious states. It is just like a recording device which captures all the sequence of events throughout the lifetime and then gives it out to another world, which in turn is the world which belongs to God. And then, based upon what karmas we have performed or what duties we have performed, we get next births or justice to our karmas will be given by the universe. So it's the water is basically the primal element that we need to understand. Body is comprised of a great percentage of water. Water is something which is signifying purity of our states of mind as well, because when we connect to our spirit, when we connect to Lord Varuna, we are connecting to the divine waters which is there within our own spirit. Consciousness is like fluid, which is like water, and that's the meaning of this card. When we achieve this fluid like state of body, mind, consciousness, we are able to connect with our consort or divine counterpart in a better way. And we are able to go ahead and get success when we happen to be a traveler at the seas. Interesting card. The next card is Nursing Deva, the half man, half lion. This is one of the greatest avatars of Lord Vishnu. It's based upon an event of a devotee who was recalling the name of Lord Vishnu, and he broke away the pillars and then killed the demon king who was trying to make fun of his, you know, devotion that the kid had towards God. So, in fact, the king was very unruly and very, very not good, you can say. That king was actually making it difficult for that kid. And then he actually chained him to the pillars and tried to punish him. And that's when the kid actually said that, I will recall Hari, which is Vishnu, and then he will be appearing right in front of me to save me. And then the king laughed at him and said, your Hari cannot appear from within the pillars. And actually, that's what happened. You can see the pillars which were broken when he took this form or avatar to slay and kill that demon king. So this story is symbolic of the fact that protection is something which is already there. Once mind achieves the fluid like state of spirit, it gets to a point when it asks for protection all by itself, because we realize that we are preserving this beautiful nest of mind. The nest contains small birds, which is our conscious states, or you can say our relationships, or our houses, or whatever materialistic things we have tried to preserve through these years. Once we connect to understand the fact that we are trying to preserve it, we always seek for protection when we move towards diviner states. And this is symbolic of Lord Narsinga, who is providing that divinely protection to you, which is required for you to preserve not just your materialistic life, but also your relationships and spiritual life. Let's invoke his presence by this mantra. Eto Narsimha, Parato Narsimho, Yeto Yeto Yami Tato Narsimha, Bahir Narsimho, Hriday Narsimha, Narsimha Adim Saranam Prapadiye. This means the man lion is here, the man lion is there. Wherever I go, there is the man lion. He is the outside of me, yet he dwells in my heart. I take refuge in Narsinga, the man lion, for the ultimate shelter. Protection from evil forces, ability to see God everywhere in all things, skillful sublimation of one's anger when it's not needed, strength and courage to defy conventional authority for truth and justice. As you can see, lion is symbolic of strength, and strength, when it's used for the right purpose, that's when we can experience the Narsimha within us. It'll give us support, not just to support the backbone or the spine, which contains the primal chakras, which helps us evolve spiritually. It also helps us connect with our divine nature. Our divine nature is to seek protection from God. So when we keep seeking protection from God, we would realize that we are actually getting it the moment we seek it. It's just like when we suddenly open our eyes, we see the world, we know that we are alive. So the point is, what happened when we were sleeping is something that we completely don't know. We shuttle between worlds, but what we know is when we open our eyes, we are a conscious being. Similarly, our hidden sides is something we don't need to worry about. What we need to think about is our conscious state. Our conscious state is asking, because we need to seek help from God, then only he'll be able to help. We need to let him know that we need help. So this divine protection is given to us by Narsimha. And the last card is Narad Muni, the sage of the gods, one of the most important messengers of information. He used to cycle between different worlds, contacting his Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Maheshwar, that is Lord Shiva. Let's invoke the presence of Narad Muni by this mantra. Namo Virinchi Putraya Devarshi Naradya Te Bhagavan Namam Shaktaya Vinivada Vinodine. I offer salutations to Narada, the sage of the gods, the son of Brahma. He rejoices in playing the veena, which accompanies his constant singing of God's name. Blessings we receive his musical ability, knowledge of Vedic literature, mastery of bhakti, the devotional form of yoga, attachment in singing, and God's name. So, very interesting card, which signifies the fact that devotion is something which is a seed which is already planted within us. So, fluid like state, achieving that tranquility of the mind, connecting with our own spirit, then seeking that divine protection that we need to keep our spirits higher, moving into deeper realms of spiritual world, removing the evil forces automatically, which is happening by God's blessing. And then when we do that, we actually move into better diviner states in which we explore our musical abilities and connect with the divine God. So that's the message for today. Jai Shri Krishna.